Okay. Uh, so morning all. I just read few names from bottom. Sanjay, Amrita, Shivashankari, Trainee Tirtharaj, Tanishka, Anushri, Swaminathan, Sanjana, Salvia, Rimsha, Monica, Mohammed, Idris Khan, Kasturi Mahadevan, Jude, Diyashri, Darshini, Danumalia, Deepshika, Caleb, Arjun, Avidinian. Are you able to hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, okay. Okay, I think we shall start. Okay, so we have completed the lesson force and pressure, and we are left with two numerical problems. Today we will solve the numerical problem, and I want to show a small demo because we have learnt about the definition of pressure. You can yourself calculate the pressure exerted by a liquid column. Okay, see. So after solving the numerical problem, I will make a demo using a water bottle. You can calculate the pressure inside the water bottle. Okay, so the pressure exerted by the, are you able to see the water level here? Can you see the water inside? Can you see the water inside? Yes. Okay. I want you to calculate the pressure exerted by the water as an assignment for this weekend. Okay, fine. So let us first try to solve the numerical problem. I am sharing the screen. Ma'am, could you please allow me to share, ma'am? Ma'am, Kaida ma'am. So will you please allow me to share? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, listen. Are you able to see the screen? Everyone, just anyone can confirm if you are able to see the screen. Yes? Yes, okay, good. Listen. So this is the numerical problem. So there may be so many numerical problems of the same type, okay? Fine. So listen. Let us try to solve this problem. A pressure. What is this? 20 kilopascal. Pressure of 20 kilopascal acts on an area of, this is area, okay, another physical quantity, area of 0.5 centimeter square. It should be square, okay, superscript, centimeter square. What is the normal force acting on the area? So you are given a numerical problem. You have a surface area. So within the surface area, you have a fixed area. Say for example, this blue colored or this shade is about 0.5 centimeter square is the area, and some amount of pressure. Say for example, you have a cylinder like this, and it is having some contact with this area, and it is this body is exerting a pressure of what? 20 kilopascal. Okay, kilo. So kilo means 10 to the power of 3. Suppose if I say 3 kilometer, 3 into 10 to the power of 3 meter, because meter is the standard unit of distance. Okay, unit of distance. Fine. Therefore, kilo means 10 power 3. Pascal is the SI unit of pressure. Either Pascal or Newton per meter square. Anything can be used for the unit of pressure. Kilopascal means 10 to the power of 3 Pascal. Kilopascal means 10 to the power of 3 Pascal. Okay. First, understand the question. What are all given? Pressure is given. Area is given. What is asked? Force is asked. What is the relation connecting pressure, area, and force? Pressure is defined as the force acting per unit area. Am I right? Pressure is equal to force by area. Am I right? Are you able to follow, everyone? Are you able to follow? Yes? If you have any doubt, please stop me. Okay? Fine. So this is the formula we have to use. You are given the pressure, you are given the area, you have to calculate force. What is the force acting on the surface? Therefore, you have to use the given values, but these values should be in SI unit. Okay, you'll be learning much in 9th standard. What is SI unit? It is the international system of units. International system of units. Say, for example, if you want to measure the mass, it should be measured in kilogram. 3 kilogram of apple. If you want to measure time, it should be mentioned in seconds. 25 seconds. 25 second. Yes, second is the SI unit. SECOND. Okay. Similarly, if you want to measure the temperature, it should be in Kelvin, 300 Kelvin. These are all SI units. Okay. And particularly, meter is the SI unit of distance. Okay. Meter is the SI unit of distance. If meter is the SI unit of distance, what should be the SI unit of area? Length is measured in meter. Therefore, area should be measured in what? This is meter. This is also in meter. Area should be in meter square. Okay. So please try to understand this. Now you tell me what is the value of pressure in SI unit. Pressure is equal to what? The given value is 20 kilopascal, or you can write 20 into 10 to the power of 3 Pascal. Okay. I have replaced this kilo with 10 power 3 because we should use SI unit for our calculations. Am I right? Then what is given area? Area is equal to 0.5 centimeter square. But centimeter is not the unit of length. Only meter is the unit of length. Length multiplied by another length will give you some area. Okay. Therefore, here you have to convert the centimeter square into meter square. Okay. 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. Okay. Therefore, if you want to convert the centimeter into meter, you have to divide 1 centimeter by 100. And here you have centimeter square. Therefore, you have to divide this 0.5 by 100 into 100. Okay, 100 into 100. So 0.5 by 100 into 100 because centimeter square. Okay, therefore 0.5 into 10 power minus 4. This 10 power 2, 10 power 2 can be taken to be the numerator and it should be 10 power minus 4. Therefore, area, we convert the area in SI unit as 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square. Okay. Centimeter square is now meter square. How? I have divided it by 10,000 because 100 meter is 1 centimeter. Here, length and length. Therefore, 100 into 100. Okay. So now, what is the formula? Pressure is equal to force by area. If you want to calculate force, force is equal to pressure multiplied by area, which is equal to pressure we have noted as 20 into 10 to the power of 3 Pascal multiplied by area. Area 0.5 into 10 power minus 4 meter square, which is equal to 10 power 3, 10 power minus 4. Okay. So it is 3, it is 4. Therefore, if you simplify this, 10 power 3 into 10 power minus 4, you will be getting 10 power minus 1. Okay, you first simplify these two. Okay, then multiply 20 with 0.5. What will you get? 20 into 0.5. 0.5 is 1 by 2. Therefore, 20 into 1 by 2, 10 into 10 power 3, 10 power minus 4. When you simplify this, you will be getting 10 power minus 1, which is equal to 1. Am I right? 10 by 10 is equal to 1. 1 Newton. Okay, 1 Newton. That is the value of the force acting on the surface area. This area. Okay, so this is the amount of force acting on the surface area, 0.5 centimeter square. Okay, so what again I repeat. So we are given the values of pressure and area, and we are asked to calculate the force. You know the relation connecting pressure, force, and area. Pressure is defined as the force acting per unit area, and the given values are pressure is equal to 20 kilopascal. 20 is the actual value, kilo is the unit prefix. This is called unit prefix. You will be learning in your 9th standard. Kilo means 10 power 3. Therefore, I write 20 into 10 power 3 Pascal. I can write it as Pascal or Newton per meter square. Anything I can write. Either I can write Pascal or Newton per meter square. And what is the area? Area is 0.5 centimeter square. So 0.5 centimeter square, that should be converted into meter. Suppose if you want to convert 1 centimeter into meter, you have to multiply 1 by 10 power minus 2. In other words, you have to divide 1 centimeter by 100 centimeter, you will get 1 meter. Okay, because 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. Here you have centimeter square. Square centimeter. Therefore, you have to multiply in the denominator 100 with 100. Okay, or you have to divide by 10,000, which is equal to 0.5 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. Now you have converted centimeter square into meter square. Okay, simply remember, if you want to convert centimeter into meter, just multiply by 10 power minus 2 or divided by 100. Both things are same. If you want to convert 2 centimeter into meter, divide it by 100. Okay, 100 centimeter is 100 centimeter is 1 meter. Therefore, 2 centimeter is how many meter? 2 by 100 meter. That's all. Okay. If you want to convert centimeter into meter, you have to divide it by 100. Centimeter square. Therefore, meter square. Therefore, 100 into 100, you will be getting the value of area in meter square. Now, substitute in the formula. P is equal to F by A. F we need. Therefore, F is equal to pressure into area. 20 into 10 to the power of 3, so many Newton per meter square into area, 0.5 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. If you simplify this will get cancelled. This 3, this 4 minus 4 plus 3 will be minus 1. 20 into 0.5, 0.5 is 1 by 2. Therefore, 20 into 1 by 2, this will be 10. This will be 10 power minus 1. 10 power minus 1, this implies 1 by 10. Therefore, 10 into 1 by 10, which is equal to 1 Newton, because meter square gets cancelled. Okay, you will be getting the force as 1 Newton. This is the required answer. Are you able to understand this? So please confirm if you are able to understand. So these kind of problems will be used to understand better the concepts. So only when you apply some numerical values, you can understand better. Even if there is a doubt, no problem in it, you can easily clarify your doubts. So to understand better, we go for numerical problems. Okay, simple thing. Okay, so 10 centimeter is equal to 1 decimeter. Okay, 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. The same thing. Yes, yes, sir. If so, we will get in the exams. Yes, you may be given these questions also. Okay, don't get afraid of the numerical problems. It is very easy. Okay, so if you just remember the concept, this is just an application. So these are all very simple applications at your level. Okay, so all these competitive examinations for your higher studies are based on numerical examples, about 80 to 90%. Okay. Okay, so we have to put the sum with the formula. Okay. I don't get Geo now. So, and for this cycle test, you don't have this portion. Okay, don't worry about the cycle test. You will be having only biology, not physics. Okay, now I will want you to listen to another demo. Just a minute. So listen. I hope you will be able to see the screen. Okay. See, now I have different containers. Okay, I'm going to have some different containers. So with this, we shall try to understand the pressure exerted by liquids. So I have a different container. These are all water bottle containers. You can take it. Okay, fine. So this may be a U-tube. I should not use this because we want to calculate the pressure. Okay. So just look at the picture and then I shall discuss. Okay. Okay. Now you have different containers. I am going to put some water inside. Okay, I am going to put some water. I am going to use the same level of water in all the containers. Okay, also please assume that all are at the same base. Okay, so they are all at same base. Okay, they are all kept on a table. Okay, fine. Now I am going to fill some amount of water so that okay, so that the water level is same in all the four containers. Say for example, the container A, container B, container C, and container D. Okay, listen carefully. Okay, and I can measure the height of the water column. So from the bottom of the container to the top of the container up to that water level. Okay, I'm going to measure the height as H. Okay, the height as H. Fine. And this is also H. So because all are having having the water at same height. Okay, so all are height is H. So I told you that I fill up water. Therefore, water is inside all the four containers. And I say that density of water is equal to 1000 kilogram per meter cube. You know what is density? Okay, density is mass per unit volume. Density is mentioned by the symbol rho. Okay, this is called the symbol rho. Rho is equal to mass per unit volume, or you can also use D. Density is equal to mass by unit volume. So what is the mass of one cubical, so 1 meter cube of water? That is the mass. Okay, fine. Density is 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Okay, so the concept I want to explain here is that irrespective of the shape of the containers, the pressure exerted by the water column at the bottom of the container, okay, is same. Bottom of the container is same. How can this? How can it be possible? So you have a zigzag water can. Here you have a wider can. Here you have a narrow can. Okay, but all these water cans are having the same height of the liquid column, namely water column. Therefore, we define the pressure of this water column, the pressure exerted by the water column at the bottom of the containers, as H into rho into G, where H is the height of the water column, height of water column, okay, into rho is nothing but the density. Density of what? Density of water or any liquid you take, okay? Density of water or liquid. What is G? G is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. So how do we arrive this relation? Listen carefully. So we know that pressure is nothing but what? So what is the value of pressure? Pressure is equal to force by area. Pressure is equal to force by area, which is equal to, here I am going to consider the force exerted by the liquid column. Force exerted by the liquid column. Okay, here the force exerted by the liquid column. Here also the force exerted by the liquid column. Force exerted by the liquid column on the bottom, that is F. If you do not know that force, you can calculate the force by multiplying mass of the water and acceleration due to gravity. Suppose if you have 2 kilogram of water here, and mg 2 kilogram into g is nothing but a constant 9.8 meter per second square. You might have learned this. Okay, g is nothing but the acceleration due to gravity because of the gravitational pull of the earth. Okay, m into g. You can calculate m into g. Okay, fine. And what is the area? I just keep this as area. I just keep this as area as A. So which is equal to, suppose if you are not able to calculate the mass, okay, if you are not able to calculate the mass, then you are not given the mass. In that case, what can be done? If you know the density of the liquid, density is nothing but the mass divided by volume. Density is defined as the ratio of mass and volume. Okay, mass by volume, which is equal to m by v. Suppose if you do not know the mass, you can write this mass in terms of density and volume. Therefore, here d is equal to m by v, or m is equal to d into v. D into v, which is equal to, here this m can be written now as density, either d, or you can take it as rho. Okay, both are same, d or rho. Normally rho is the unit, sorry, rho is the symbol for density. Okay, rho into volume into g divided by what you have, a, area. Now how will you calculate the volume? Suppose if you have some water column like this, suppose you have a cylinder like this. This is the radius, and this is the area, and h be the height, r be the radius. How will you calculate the volume of a cylinder? Suppose if you multiply the area by height, if you multiply the area by height, you can calculate the volume. Therefore, I can split this volume V as, here you have density, volume can be written as area A into height H into G, acceleration due to gravity, divided by area. Okay, because pressure is equal to force by area. First thing, I write force in terms of mass into acceleration due to gravity. Then I write mass, because density is equal to mass by volume. I write mass in terms of density into volume, density into volume into G. G you have already here, okay, divided by area. If I want to calculate the volume of the water column, area of the water column into height of the water column will give you the volume. Therefore, volume can be written as area into height. This area and area gets cancelled. You will be left with rho into H into G. You can clearly see that pressure exerted by the liquid column depends only on density of water, height of water column, acceleration due to gravity. It does not depend upon the shape of the object or shape of the container. Are you able to understand? Because in this formula you have only rho, namely the density of water, which is a constant 1000 kilogram per meter cube. H of the water, height of the water column you have to calculate. H only you have to calculate. Okay. And G. G is 9.8 meter per second square, which is a constant. Therefore, pressure of liquid column, pressure of water column depends only on density, height, and acceleration due to gravity. This P is equal to H rho G is the formula to calculate the pressure exerted by the water column. So many Pascal or so many meters, Newton per meter square. Okay.